I got another test on that.
The first is when you're scared.
Back at the Egan Civic Arena here for the Girls Varsity Award ceremony. It's supposed to start at 6. Just a little bit after. We're still waiting for people to filter in here, so this one will work just like the JV one did. We'll zoom around the room a little bit. Not sure if there was a cowboy theme for this or.
In the bathroom. Locker room.
Are we live?
What do you mean no?
Let's go.
Why wouldn't you have to wear this? This is a team. We're in a well, we don't have to go feeling how to do speech.
Because that's what I need.
Lily and Lily. Maybe you should have brought a hat.
I was in the maybe if you had a hat. Screw her out.
What? What time? No, I drove into it. You can't get one, you have to get all three.
I saw the Tesla.
Did you drive your car?
Nice sunburn.
Thank you. You guys work. It's work. All of it. The chest.
Good to know. TMI.
Finally.
Well, yeah. I said the answer.
Laura, did you bring your practice? No, I'm so sorry. You're like,
Oh, I did not. Anyways.
no. I was gonna say, you just watch so much. I mean, but what did you do?
Ava. Okay, look at my story. About 46, 50. Thank you.
All right, we are going to get our ceremony started. So thank you for the good turnout. We obviously got our JD gathering about an hour ago, and it felt awkward, but we made it work, and I think it did work. So we're going to continue our celebration here with our varsity team. So welcome back to those of you who viewed our JD ceremony, and welcome to those who are just joining us for now the varsity portion of our ceremony. Once again, I want to thank Coaches Smith, Hart, and Bauman for your dedication, not only for the junior varsity, but for the entire program. I'm also going to mention Coach K and Coach Sparks, as well as I say I truly love working with all of you. Obviously, this is certainly not the way we traditionally hold our end of the season banquet. A little over a year ago, we held our end of the year banquet at the Lost Spur, as we normally do, with no thought of how our lives would change just a couple of weeks later. I still remember very vividly receiving a call from my son, Drew, who at the time was attending Long Island University in New York. He said the lacrosse season is postponed and he wasn't sure what was going to happen. 2 days later, he said that the lacrosse season was canceled and all the students were leaving campus and heading home because everything was shutting down. I scrambled to find a suburban-sized vehicle to rent to fit all of his belongings in, and I found myself driving on my own early on a Friday morning, taking the day off from school and heading towards New York. I had this overwhelming sense of urgency to get to New York as fast as possible to rescue him. Keep in mind, this is a 19-hour drive, and I couldn't get there fast enough. I did find a hotel at around the halfway mark to get some sleep, but I finally made it to Long Island University on Saturday evening to find a very desolate campus. Very eerie. Just a couple of cars in the dorm parking lots. Drew might have been the only person left in his large dorm. I did not see anyone. We slept in his dorm room that night, and in the morning, we packed up everything with the idea he was not returning. Luckily, that was the right decision, as the campus never reopened. We packed the Suburban in the morning, and fortunately, everything did fit, and we drove straight back, the entire 19 hours. I kid you not, places that were open on Friday on our way to New York were now closed 2 days later on our way home. That was also the weekend that we all were notified that our schools were closing that Monday. It was surreal, like I was in this strange movie. We were focused just on getting home, which of course we did make it. I share that story because we all have stories of this last year. So many challenges, anxieties, and sadness. We continue to face these challenges. The one thing that we all needed, was we needed each other. And thankfully we were able to have that through the shared love of hockey. Thankfully, we were able to pull off STP, as well as we were finally playing a hockey season in January. The coaches could feel the excitement and energy of all of us being at the rink. Even though our record didn't reach our expectations, this team continued to improve each day. What really impressed me was how they continued to stay positive and put many tough losses behind them by just showing up for the next practice, working just as hard. Going into the season, after losing 9 seniors from last year's team, we knew there was going to be a large learning curve. Personally, I love to win. And of course, we all know winning can change a lot of things. And we desperately needed to string some wins together. Right in the middle of the year, we had a string of good games falling short of a win. It started with a 5-5 tie at home against Lakeville North, then an overtime loss at Lakeville South, followed by another overtime loss at Burnsville. I took the Burnsville game really hard, as I really wanted for the team to walk away from Burnsville with a win, knowing the positive impact it would make on the rest of our season. And of course, the way we lost, giving it up a tying goal in the last second, made it extremely difficult to swallow. Once again, the team showed up for practice, working hard, just as determined to face the next opponent. Ultimately, the team did pick up 3 nice wins in the second half of our season, 2 of them against our district rivals, Rosemont and Eastview, right here on the rink behind us. Going into sections, we felt anything could happen, and we proved that we can skate with any section opponents. I personally just wanted to avoid Burnsville until a possible section final. So we did get a good seed in that respect, knowing we can beat Rosemont as well as Eastview in the second round. Unfortunately, once again, we just fell short against Rosemont. We dug ourselves a hole at Rosemont when they got off to a quick 0-3 lead. But the team battled hard once again, working hard to come back. I believe overall we actually outplayed them. We got better as the game progressed, even outshooting them 15-4 in the third period. The only disappointing part of that game was that first 7 to 8 minutes. After that, we were right there with them. We just weren't able to find the back of the net. We all know how the rest of the section playoffs turned out. Ironically, Burnsville is upset in the semifinals, and Eastview ends up beating Apple Valley for the section final. And we'll see how Eastview does tonight against Andover. I understand they're going to be playing at 8 o'clock. So thank you so much to the entire team for what you contributed this year. You are a wonderful team. It's about that unique bond that you have with each other that made it special, and as we work through this year of many challenges. So at this time, we are going to hand out certificates to each letter winner. So we will call up each individual and you can get your certificate and you may find your seat again. And we're going to start first with our forwards. So I'm going to ask that Coach Sparks come up here and we'll help with their certificates. Come on.
Emily Cronkite. Cora Hall.
Maria Cooper, who's not here.
Catalina Decker. Emily Shobro. Michaela McGowan. JC Bauman. Katie Urick. And Sophia Womble. Alright, this is weird. I haven't revealed this portion of my face all season long. Hopefully I don't have anything in my teeth. Alright, so I get the honor of talking about the forwards today. So first off, thanks everyone for joining, both the girls in person and parents online. So I think we can all agree that this season didn't exactly start how we would have liked. As forwards, we were struggling to score goals, and I honestly started getting a little nervous about my job security. I even went to bribing the girls. Maria, if you're on, I still owe you a shift at center for scoring more. But one thing I loved and admired about the girls this year is that they continue to show up to practice every day and continue to work hard. It would have been very easy for them to get down on themselves during games when we were in our early season drought, but they never did. We changed things up with some different line combinations and tried to find a spark as the season progressed. We really found our stride and started to produce more offensively. As a note, every forward this year scored a goal. So here's the I truly believe that our record is not reflective of the season that we had. I've never been a part of a team as a player or a coach that has improved more throughout the season than this team right here. That's a testament to all of the hard work these girls put in during practice. We had such a great core forward group, and I really enjoyed watching how close you all got, even without being able to do your traditional team bonding like normal years. I always enjoyed getting to hear and see them cheer on their teammates on the ice and encourage them during games, and even enjoyed their sometimes very off-topic comments in the middle of games, which admittedly I contributed sometimes to. This was not only a great group of athletes, but just great girls all around. I always enjoyed our split time between forwards and defense because it gave me an opportunity to work more closely with the forwards and get to know them a little better. Coach Wilson and I could always count on the girls to not only put forth their best effort, but to always pick the same one, maybe two drills when given the choice of which forward drill they wanted to do. Consistency. So I appreciate all the focus and hard work that the forwards put into learning our forecheck and D-zone coverage and executing it in practice. I always loved when a cycle or something that we worked on would happen in the game. They would come back to the bench and be like, that's what we worked on. So it was always fun to see. And finally, to our senior forwards, Kronk and Cora, thank you guys for all your hard work, effort, and dedication you've put in throughout the years in a not so easy senior year. I really appreciate it. And to the underclassmen, I'm excited to get to continue to work with you guys and see how you all develop.
All right, we're going to continue with our defense. So Coach K, you are on, and I'll actually help out. I'll announce the names if you want to pass out the certificates there. I like Coach Sparks do that on her own. So we're going to start with our senior, Isabella Pellegrin. Junior, Cece Berger. Junior, Lily Isley. Gotta do it. Sophomore, Nora Drugi. sophomore, Ava Meisner. Freshman, Lily Anderson. I feel like you should do the hokey pokey now and turn yourself with the hat on. You know? All right, you are on. Hey, good evening. Hey, there you go. Don't treat me like my class does all day. I wanted to start up by first thanking everybody in the room, everybody online. Parents, thank you for the continued support you guys have given us forever, for your daughters, for us as coaches, especially with this crazy COVID year. I know it has not been ideal. I have 3 kids in school, and I understand the pain of what this year has been. I get it. Coaching staff, Coach Wilson, Coach Sparks, Coach Bauman, Coach Smith, Coach Hart, you guys are awesome. I really love coming to the rink, and on a team that's 4-14-1, that's a hard thing. I think a lot of you guys would agree that it's a positive experience. And I hope you guys recognize the leadership that you do have with the most common thing, and you've got 2 wonderful female role models that I hope you model things that you can go forward with for. So I always want to recognize those 2 because they're amazing. And of course, players, managers, those that are here, those that are online, for having the passion to keep showing up. This was a horrible year. Everyone's saying the year didn't start out like we wanted to. In my mind, it did, because we got to play hockey. Because for a while there, I didn't think it was going to happen. So just to be able to play the game that you guys have hopefully played and loved for so many years, especially the seniors, that's a big deal, right? And I hope that even though the season may not have finished like we wanted, you at least experienced some of the things you needed, like the camaraderie, the friendships, and the thing, the positive thing, right? It's a positive thing. But I want to talk about Izzy specifically, because overall we're a young group, relatively young group at the blue line. But Izzy, she provided those senior insights, kind of like Mark did for the coaching staff.
Ouch.
I love you, Mark.
Not for long.
For a little bit longer. And this positivity. After tryouts, she came in, she said, I'll take the challenge. I want the challenge. I'm on varsity, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna be positive, and wherever you stick me, I'm gonna crush it. And that attitude is so refreshing, so positive, an absolute joy. And this kid is crazy. When I look at your schedule, and I've talked to people about your schedule, I don't know if you guys realize this, but her dedication to Egan High School, in academics, in the arts, in sports, is absolutely ridiculous. Her schedule is worse than mine. And I have 3 kids and a lot of things, and I look at hers and I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you do it? I really, really, really appreciate, again, role model. I'm big about role models. I'm big about positivity. I want people to have fun. And Izzy, like, that's you. You have that work ethic, and it's so commendable, and I love it. I think it's the greatest thing. Thank you for being you. Thank you for what you do for your teammates. I think everyone here can say, Izzy, we love you. For us as coaches, you're easy to coach. You listen. You want to learn. You have little intricacies of hockey that you understand. I love it. And your school, for what you've done for the school. So, back to everybody, the defensive as a whole. We started meshing pretty early. I think it started working as the season progressed, got more experience. People started to, the defense started to surprise people. It wasn't the weak spot that maybe people thought it was going to be, right? I think we can all admit that, right? We started to stop, keep goals down and do a good job at that. And with the distinct personalities that the 6 of you have, it made for a super fun group to work with. From the favorite weekly shooting drills, we weren't slacking, we were actually shooting. It's something we do down there. We want to get better, better, better. To the footwork drills, maybe not the favorite. To the put your sticks down and let's do some one-on-ones where you don't get sticks. Hate those, right? We don't do them very often. You guys love them, right? Forwards?
We never did them this year.
You did them
Yeah,
early
we
on.
did.
Early
Yeah,
on.
we did requested it every practice.
Yeah. Later on, I know it's your favorite because you can burn the defense all the time. I get it. Until we start hitting, for real, right? Hey, let's start hitting. But all those drills, I appreciate you guys were willing to just go, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be uncomfortable. Let's be comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's going to make us better, and I think it did. In the end, to me, that's what sports are all about. It's not about the wins.
which are nice. Again, I love to win. That's the varsity mantra, win, win, win. But to me, winning doesn't mean always a scoreboard. It means making those friendships and doing those things I talked about earlier. That's what says something to me. So to the young core, you guys learn what you can from Izzy, learn what you can from Kronk, right? Look at our seniors, look at Cora, look at our managers, right? And just realize, Olivia, I got you, Olivia. Come on, I saw you earlier. I forget about you. Mark, our seniors, right? He's graduating too. Right?
I'm graduating.
Build on the example that they all give you, because they all have something special that they can give to us. Take that, grab it, learn from it. Treat your off season like it is your last season, because you never know, right? Knock on wood, we don't have another pandemic or something else to shut us down ever again. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. But use the off season to get stronger, to get faster, and of course you know what I'm going to say. Shoot the puck, shoot the puck, shoot the puck. 1 million pucks over the summer. Let's get strong. That's what I want to recognize. Our finishing record of 4-14-1, it happened, right? But think about the other things that happened. The friends that you made, the new friendships you made, those stupid little inside jokes that I still don't know, but I see the eye rolls. I don't even know. The goals that were scored, the smiles that you gave, the shared experiences, the happiness of your parents in the stands, just getting to watch you play one more time. That's what you want to focus on, all right? So congrats. Thank you all, not defense, but thank you all for being you. And thank you for a great season. There you go.
I'm going to do goalies now. All right. All right, Coach Bauman is going to come up and help me with goalies. So, Coach, if you wouldn't mind passing out the certificates there. Top one there, you see it for Olivia. So we're going to start with our senior captain, Olivia Koluski. Sophomore, Lucy Whitehead. And sophomore, Brooke Kimmel. All right, you want
to share some words? Not many. Okay. Well, first off, hi guys.
Hi.
I just want to thank the whole team. You guys are just awesome. You're just a gas to be hanging around with. I mean, you make an old guy, Coach K out there, you make an old guy feel young. You all do that. I really appreciate you all and your energy. I want to thank Coach Wilson and the staff. This has been a great place to hang out for 5 years, and I really enjoyed it. My wife's not watching, but again, Coach Smith, if I don't say something about the best coach's wife on the planet, I would be missing her. And she has been absolutely awesome for a bazillion years, because I'm at least that old. So let's just get going to the goalies here. I got to put my glasses on, you guys, otherwise I can't see you. All right, so Olivia, Brooke, and Lucy, we started out with 3 varsity goalies this year, and we continued that. Coach Wilson and I thought that was the right thing to do as we started the season, and I think it was the right thing to do. I think we had to develop goalies throughout the season. I think we did a great job of that. I'm really proud of all 3. It was a struggle, I know, but we bounced around. We had a few JV games we played to keep fresh. We practiced hard. You guys practiced so hard, and it was a tough season for the net. I think Coach K hit on a little bit. We were a little young on the blue line, and that hurt us a little bit in the front end. But I think the whole team, as we got better, our goaltending got better. What I really liked about our goaltending this year is we battled like crazy. I mean, we could get down early, and we just didn't quit. And we gave ourselves chances to win in games that I don't think some of our starts weren't strong right off the bat, but then we just battled so hard, and we got close. We got overtime, a couple of brutal overtime losses, but golly, I was so proud of the goaltending. I really am happy that each goalie managed to get a big victory or 2. That was kind of nice. In a season that we didn't pull in a lot of victories. My big mentionable was, of course, Brooke was happier than daylights to beat Rosemont. And I said that a little bit personal there, but that was a cool win for the team and a win for Brooke. I also want to bring up the ECU game. Lucy got her first shutout, varsity shutout. And the best part about that game was, for everybody, I thought that really was about the best game we put together as a group. I mean, from the net straight to the other net. We played great. Defense played great. We scored goals. We stopped pucks. We blocked shots. That was just such a fun game to watch. So, pretty happy about that. And as I said earlier, as with the rest of the team, I saw our goaltending improve all the way to the end of the season. I really do believe next season that the future is bright in our goaltending department. I think Brooke and Lucy are going to do a great job for you guys. And I'm not discounting the fact that Addie, if you're still watching, she worked very hard at the JV level this year, and she came a long way. So I don't think we want to discount the fact that Addie's certainly wants an opportunity to play varsity hockey sometime as well. I think that's about all I got. I want to thank the goalies for putting up with me for all season. I mean, that can be a kind of a pain, but you guys did a great job, and I'm going to miss every one of you. So thank you very much.
Now maybe to maybe the most important role for the team are managers, right? Yeah. Obviously, Ariel's the only one to represent maybe the MVP of the managerial staff because you are here present. So Ariel, come up and get your letter. All right, thank you very much. All three of our managers, Margot, Carson, and Ariel, are just, they are the funniest bunch. And I would say that they certainly improved their knowledge of the game of hockey, I would think, by joining us the last couple of years. And their stats got better, their videotaping got better, and they improved as well. So all of you are definitely most valuable players and most improved along the way. So thank you to all that you've contributed as well. You've been fun to have, and it's kind of sad that we didn't see you like we normally have due to obviously our protocols and so forth, and hanging out with us in the locker room and so forth before games and participating in our activities. And we missed you guys being a part of that this year. So thank you to all three of you for doing that. Okay, some stories that I just wanted to add and throw out there. I remember very vividly Cora Rosemont game, very tight game here that we won 6-5. She was out there during the last shift. And I just think of the determination of everybody on this team, but just watching Cora at the end of that game, and I know she probably doesn't really remember, but it was right in front of our bench, and we were just trying to get it out of her zone, because again, we're up by a goal, they pulled their goalie, and you could just tell she was determined to get the puck over the blue line, because we're always talking about game zones, get it out, whatever by any means. And she literally kicked the puck, all right, just to get it out. The horn blew, all right, I saw her go by a player, she gave another elbow to the Rosemont player after the whistle. See, she remembers now, all right? But that was just kind of emulated the heart and determination of everybody in this room that I witnessed Cora exhibit. Kronk, I remember, do you remember the one goal I gave you before a particular game? What was it?
To get a hat trick?
I told her to go and get a hat trick, and it was just kind of funny that she actually got one, all right, against Prior Lake. And so we did the countdown. That's one, Kronk, all right, that's two, all right, that's three, now stop. I think I did that, right? I don't know if I did that or not, but just how you guys reacted to things like that. I think of Olivia going above and beyond and showing up at JV practices and things like that. And as a leader and captain, going above and beyond the call of duty. No one asked her to do that. So again, another example of what people did for their team and teammates. I think of Shobes in practice one day decided that, you know what? I don't know if you remember the setting, but I had gotten on the ice a little late, and there was a couple people that were shooting down on helping out with goalies, and Coach K was skating the rest of the team. I got out there and said, wow, this doesn't seem really fair that, I don't know, was it Emily? Who else?
Me, Cora, and Schultz.
No, she had a bloody nose.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah,
Cora and Emily that were shooting down there. I thought, this isn't really fair. We've got
It started out pretty good though, didn't it, Cora?
two
It's a
senior
good idea.
captains. Yeah, 2 senior captains down here shooting while everybody's busting their butt, right, skating hard. I'm like, Coach K's go, oh, I'll grab him. We're going to skate him after, so that at least, you know, they're doing their work as well. Well, I find out that Chobes then had to leave the ice a little bit early because she had bloody nose apparently, so she missed part of the skating. So she goes over and joins Cora and Kronk without anybody really telling her to do this. Said, well, I missed some of these. So she stepped in and just did it. No one asked her, and it kind of goes back to that example of the times where, you know, not that I would ever use skating as a punishment. You know, if tell a player you were terrible last game, you're going to go out there and do Herbies, you know, and killers for 10 minutes. Well, it's the other players that I think might even join somebody that's doing that. That it is a team game. It's a team effort. And so Emily reminded me of that. And again, it just showed the character that this team encompasses and why you guys gelled together so well. And it was such I'm amazed after, again, a lot of tough losses that you guys recovered so easily from that, where I was struggling because I wanted so bad for you guys to find success. And so you taught me something, that you can shrug those off, and tomorrow is another day. Those reminders that we can overcome that. So thank you. But I was, again, just reminded of all those types of stories that are intriguing me. Okay, Coach K, if you can come up and give me a hand. We're going to go into some of our awards here. So first we have some firsts to celebrate with game pucks. So we've got, I know Sophia Wambold is not here, but we have a game puck for her, all right, for her first goal at Farmington on February 13th. Nora Drugi on February 13th, Lakeville South, right? Come on up for your game puck. You don't have to, you can just leave it up, right? Maybe I can memorize it.
Just a game, no words there.
Lily Anderson, February 9th. Home game in Central North. She about jumped out of her skates. Katie Urich on that same evening against Lakeville North. J.C. Bauman on January 23rd against Farmington. I know Maria Cooper is not here, but she had her first hat trick on March 6th against Rosemont. And then we have a game puck for Lucy Whitehead. And I have a story of this next puck here. All right, last year, you know how we always, you know, it's funny how, again, another story, how first pucks, this year without having many fans in the stands, I swear, anytime, it's like the crowd that was there knew it was somebody's first goal. Everybody's yelling, the puck! So everybody, and the poor referee was the last one to figure it out because everybody's yelling at him to grab the puck, right? And we had a lot of firsts, obviously. But last year, we forgot one of our first goal pucks for somebody. So I've been hanging onto a puck ever since then. I had grabbed a special puck last year, and so it's an Egan Wildcat puck. So in recognition of her first goal way back on November 9th of 2019, Emily Schober. Against Wayzata. I had to look that one up on hockey, but it's still there. All right, we're going to move to our conference awards. So, yep, we did have one person to receive all conference, and that is Emily Cronkite. So congratulations. We have two individuals that are receiving all conference honorable mention. First one is Emily Showbro. And the second recipient is somebody that's not here, Maria Cooper. So congratulations, Maria. All right, the next honor is All-State Academic. The applicant must be a senior and have a GPA of 3.8 or better cumulative. So we have 5 individuals who have achieved a cumulative GPA of 3.8 or higher. So with that, actually the 5 individuals are they're like high over 3.8. So very impressive group have received this. In the JV group, Emma Hoopmaker, we already announced her name as a recipient of an All-State Academic Award. So here are the rest. We have Isabella Pellegrin. I will put our managerial staff up against any other managerial staff in regards to grades, all right? If they specifically had an award for all-state managerial academic team, all right, we would win this. So all three of our managers So Ariel can take hers and throw the other two at Carson and Margot. So Carson Powell and Margot Meekin also are recipients of that award. So congratulations to all 5 of those individuals. All right, Hobie Baker Award. So this is a character award. The goal of the Hobie Baker High School Character Award is to develop, recognize, and reward exemplary character and sportsmanship demonstrated by high school players. The high school level award is a natural extension of the prestigious Hobie Baker Memorial Award given to the nation's top collegiate hockey player and sportsman. This award is for a player that exemplifies the sportsmanship and character of Hobie Baker. Some of the characteristic traits are integrity, coachability, selflessness, and citizenship. I have great respect for this individual on how she approached ultimately handled this season. And I know she's amazing, and Coach K has already spoken about her quite a bit. That's Isabella Pellegrini. Congratulations. All right, moving on to now the awards that were voted on by you, the peers. So most improved player. This is improved skills throughout the season, improved amount of contributions throughout the season, both practice and in games, and an improvement in understanding of the game and her position. So the varsity most improved player goes to Sophia. No, not Sophia. Ava Meisner. Sophomore, Ava Meisner. All right, the most valuable player. Highly skilled at her position, provided leadership, on-ice contributions, works hard for individual and team success, and where would the team be without her? The most valuable player goes to senior Emily Cronkite. Congratulations, Emily. And our Wildcat Award demonstrates positive team leadership, displays team play, shows concern about her team's play, feelings, mood, and attitude, helps to deal with team situations, both positive and negative, person who works the hardest to make the team successful, committed to the team, a person the team counts on and off the ice, always there and gives 100%. The Varsity Wildcat Award goes to Olivia Koluski. Congratulations, Olivia. All right, so I think that's everything. So we do want to honor our 4 captains this year with a plaque. We truly thank you for your leadership and your contribution to the team. You guys did an amazing job through a very strange year. And what I liked is that I thought you guys were great role models, and you modeled good leadership, and I think in return we created a lot of other leaders on our team. So I look forward to the future, and so thank you for your help with that and creating the future of our leaders on our team. And so all 4 of you can come up. We have Emily Cronkite, Cora Hall, Olivia Koluski, and Cece Berger. Cora. That's that, right? All right. We also, this past Tuesday, we had people that were interested in being a captain for the upcoming season have an opportunity to speak to the rest of the group, and in turn, then people voted for our captains for the next year. And clearly, we had 4 people that are deserving of that honor: Cece Berger, Catalina Decker, Emily Schoborough, and Maria Cooper. So congratulations. All right, kind of in closing, actually I want all the seniors to come up. You guys come up and stand here to my left. Ariel included. I know, I don't want us to forget about Carson and Margot and also Emma Hoopmaker, who aren't here, but these are seniors that are moving on to what they think are bigger and better things than just Egan High School and Egan Hockey, but we're thrilled for them in their future. So to conclude this celebration, I want to say thank you to the seniors for your time, leadership, and commitment to our program. It will always be your program. We have talked a lot about legacy for the past 2 years. Not only about our legacy as a program, but your own legacy in leaving your jersey in a better place. It is my hope that you continue to build on your legacy with that same commitment of continuing to strive for your goals and be aware of the impact that you can make on others. Live your life with purpose and commitment and continue to leave your jersey in a better place. You have an open invitation as long as I am around to join at any time. During this past year, we have all had to face many challenges. I have been reflecting a lot about myself, as well as I continue to witness the impact of this time period on all of us. On Tuesday, when I met with the team for the final time, I shared with all of you my personal why statement, what I strive for, and why I do the things that I do. It is simply this: to serve others, value everyone, and model kindness. I've learned how easy it is to make an impact. So seniors, my hope is that you not only learn the game of hockey, but more importantly, you learn the impact that you can have on others by serving, valuing everyone, and modeling kindness. It is really quite simple. So make it a life mission of yours. I'm impressed with each and every one of you. And I know that you can make a major impact on the lives of others. You could even be a hockey coach someday. So we wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Before this celebration ends, I want to make somebody, I'm going to make you come up. Coach Bauman, you're going to come up here. So I cannot let this evening end without recognizing Coach Bauman. He deserves more thanks than I can provide. Coach Bauman has made the decision to step away from coaching and enjoy a little bit more of what retirement should bring. I think it has been 7 years with the high school program and 5 of those with Coach K, Coach Smith, and myself. It has been a pleasure, and we are very thankful for his knowledge, commitment, and friendship. He will be greatly missed. We always joke that he was number 6 on the coaching staff. That was not always the case, though. At one point, you were number 5. But then we were fortunate to add Coach Sparks to the staff, and then you moved down to 6.
He's the morning. That's right. That's good.
The coaching staff agreed that tonight you can be number 1.
Oh.
Wait, did we vote on that?
I can't believe you did, Jeff.
I consider him a forever friend. He may not think so, but I did learn a lot from him, and I will miss our many conversations. Please don't be a stranger. On behalf of the coaching staff, current players, and even past players, we want to thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I'll buy a ticket and I watch you guys play.
He knows how to sneak in.
I want to sneak in.
We all know how to sneak in.
I'm not in the back door, you guys don't know.
Now to next year. After much reflection on this past season, the coaching staff is getting ready for next season in hopes that things will be closer to normal. Our full schedule of 25 games are in place, which still includes participation in the South St. Paul tournament. The team will be different with the graduation of our senior class, but we are excited for the challenge of continuing our improvement from this season. Thank you to those who have organized this ceremony. I know I've got 2 over here to my left that have helped and lended a hand today. We've got Nathan behind the camera. There are a lot of things that this year happened behind the scenes that sometimes I wasn't even aware of, just because that's the nature of this season. It was just going to be that way. So thank you. Thank you to the coaching staff once again. I have great respect for each and every one of you. You simply make coaching fun for me. And thank you to my wife. I kind of joked and I said, since everybody's thinking their wives, maybe I should thank everybody's wives as well. So thank you to your wives, and thank you to my wife for putting up with me. Lots of times she would catch me in the evening as we're trying to watch TV together, that I always have an iPad in my lap, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm watching a hockey video. So she puts up with me and spending a lot of time focused on that. Thank you to the Booster Club and the board for doing so much for the girls in the program. I'm grateful for all your time. Your creativity this year was over the top, obviously. We all had to be super creative, and overall commitment to the program. And lastly, thank you to the parents for your continued support. As I say every year, you are the driving force behind a program that I'm very proud of. I know this was a particularly different year, as procedures, protocols, even coaching decisions were sometimes questioned. The unfortunate thing is, and biggest challenge was, some of our coaching decisions were decided based on COVID, which was a very difficult way to go about our trusting business. I hope next season is much different and any mistrust can be rebuilt again. The coaching staff is blessed to work with such great student athletes, and we thank you for the opportunity to work and mentor them. So now, Wildcats, for one last time with our seniors, please rise and recite the Wildcat Creed. Nice and loud. Somebody start. Ariel, you stand up. Well, we can't read your lips right now, so you're good. All right, go ahead.
I promise to always outwork my opponents. I will play both ends of the ice and fight for every loose puck. I will forecheck with great effort and play disciplined and possess own incredible willpower. Through strong determination and heart, I will compete to the best of my abilities so my team can shine. After all's the matter, Wildcat Pride!
I know we have some.
Who said no?
Goodies, bags for everybody to get on the way out as well. And you guys are dismissed. So if you have any individual questions, you can come and ask. So we look forward to next time.
We have gifts for the coaches.
You got me, huh?
Hi. No, you're fine.
Hey, Kronk, do you want to take the risk? Do you think you'll see her at some point?
You want to wave to your parents? Yeah, I can.
Are my parents on there?
They are. Yep. Your boyfriend's on here. Hi, Lily. Catalina. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey, good looking. Oh yeah, the senior posters. Well done, Booster Club. Those are beauts. That's going to do it here for the 2021 hockey season for the Egan Varsity girls hockey program. And for me, signing out till next year. Enjoy your summer.